Hello and welcome to episode number 3 of Underwood Garage.
Taking us a few months, huh?
Yeah, so special shout out to all the people that are like, where's the bus? How's the bus? Any updates on the bus?
Here you go.
There you go. We have been working on the bus, but in this restoration project here, we've noted that it takes extra time and extra money.
Yes.
And so those resources are sometimes far between when it's a hobby, but we've been making progress and we are excited to show it to you.
Woo, yep. The last few months we've still been deconstructing the bus, so we've been taking windows out, we've been scraping all the paint off of the bus, which is a lot more work than it sounds, and we took the top off the bus. We've been assessing the rust situation and the dent situation. Cut to work footage.
Cut to the work footy. I'm using this stuff called aircraft remover here on the floor to see what is real rust and what is paint that is stained with the color rust. And this stuff, I don't know if you can really see this, but it makes the paint bubble up almost immediately. So like for instance, let me show you that square right there, and then I'll paint some of this and then I'll show you again. It's amazing. The paint is just bubbling up. It's pretty cool. And then it gets like just real soft the longer you let that stuff sit. Alright, got Brady all red on camera. Running the camera. Okay, so since the rear hatch is now unhooked, I discovered some horrendous rust up in here. So of course I turned to the internet and looked for this piece. They make it for buses from 1955 to 67. They do not make this piece for buses from 68 to 72. So I'm going to have to craft something. So I went down to my hardware store, got this piece of steel. I'm gonna trim it up and fit it, back in there, make it the right size, weld it in, and get that fixed. And then also I got a patch piece to fix all these holes, but let me show you the bottom floor. On the bottom floor here, I've spent many minutes and hours with what you would call a wire wheel, and I first soaked it in aircraft remover, got the paint off, then I soaked it in vinegar, broomed it around, that ate up the rust, then I wire wheeled it, then I swept it all out, then I sprayed it with a rust neutralizer. This stuff, it's drying up, and now I'm gonna spray paint it, and then the floor should be good. So see, in an area like this, you say, how deep does that rust go? This wire wheel will help us figure that out. Removed all the rust. Turns out we've got a pinhole that we'll need to repair. Alright. Turns out there's a lot more rust holes here in the back. Somehow moisture must have been leaking into this thing, so I'm gonna see if I can fill in these pinholes. I've got it pretty well sanded, ground down, and I started cleaning up all the junk in here to recreate it. We'll see how it goes. New metal going in all over the place. That's what's up. Patches. Tons of holes filled. This entire bottom piece and back piece are now there. And it took a long time. That's some very bad welding, but very workable. Just one giant mess here. Tons of old Bondo discoveries. Here we have, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch spreads. There must be a dent under there. Must be a dent under there. Time to repair this corner. Here's what I came up with. Got a piece of metal behind there. Got it screwed in. That looks like a big gap, but some kind of weird shadowing going on. And I'm gonna weld it up. Check out how good this is looking. Ooh, this. I am now going to see what type of discovery I make under all of this Bondo. I'm making progress on the Bondo removal. There's quite a bit, and it looks like it just keeps going. So, the exploration continues. Let me tell you what part of that was easy. Woo! Went from here, where there's been some repairs in the past of some sort, all the way out here, and some on the door too, so now my entire garage is covered in a thin layer of Bondo dust. Removal of that ½ acre of Bondo has got quite the cleanup left for me to do. Plus there's so much dust and gnarly stuff to clean. I'd say 95% of restoration is cleaning. Just cleaning and cleaning and cleaning, cleaning. So if you don't like cleaning, don't do this. In the latest Bondo discovery, we've got upwards of, I don't know, ½ inch spots here. Gotta get all that cleaned up. Upgrade, just upgraded. It's gonna be great. Got it. Here is one of the areas that I'm gonna be working on. This body pillar back here had started to get some surface rust and then ate through this sheet metal. So I'm gonna have to get in there and clean that up as best I can before I patch it. And then here's another small area where it was kind of I think the same scenario of not just the most gorgeous work, but it is all solid metal now. So after all of the work we've been doing the last several months, where's our project at now?
It looks like a giant toaster.
We now have we've gone from a, poor shaped bus to a really good looking giant toaster.
I'm gonna be like the Vanna White of Volkswagen. Vanna White V-Dub! Got a dent here, got a dent there.
Okay, so I've gotten the paint removed using aircraft remover, razor blades, sanding, because under the paint it was so crackled and dry that there was like a real thin, spotty like surface rust, and I want to be sure to remove all of that. So I've still got some sanding to do, but you can see that I have removed a lot of material. And so we've got some dents to fix. This is the one that I think will be the hardest because of this particular body line. I'm not looking forward to that. The rest of them, I think I can handle pretty easily. From here, onward and upward. Pretty excited about that. But there are some other reasons as to why the work is going slowly. I'm easily distracted and did some different projects in the meantime. Like I built an outdoor shower, I planted some flowers, some zinnias. Take a look at this. See, I built this outdoor shower here, mostly because when I'm done working on the bus, then I can just jump in here and get all the gritty, nasty grime off, and it's highly functioning. Hot water, cold water, fantastic. Also, I planted some zinnias. They're starting to bloom. Let's take a look. Look at the pink one.
Stand like dewy.
There we
Do
go.
we pose?
We just pose.
It's very light now. I can pick up the whole van with my own strength.
With your own strength.
The progress because it just looks bad still.
Or maybe we can't see the progress as well.
No, you can see it. Like there used to be paint on there. Now there's not.